Starting tomorrow, the Veterans History Museum of the Carolinas reopens in Brevard, and new this year is an exhibit featuring a World War II Willys Jeep. And this morning we are honored to have the museum founder and curator Emmett Casciato with us to share with us more about this moving tribute to our country's veterans. Good morning, Emmett.
Good morning
Thanks
to you,
for making the drive over today.
Thank you very much.
It's not a bad drive from Brevard to Johnson
City.
City.
Once you get past Asheville, it's all downhill.
It's all downhill going back too when you get up to the top of the mountain over there. But the History Museum of the Carolinas, you know, it's not just for those veterans in the Carolinas, it's for veterans everywhere.
Believe it or not, we have artifacts all the way from Oregon to Florida to Pennsylvania. We celebrate all our veterans and their families, and it's an honor and a privilege to do that.
Right. And it kind of take us through the museum. Tell us what the museum is all about for folks that may not have been there before. We do have some pictures we're going to be showing while you're talking.
Our museum starts from World War I all the way to present.
Right.
And when the guests come through, visitors come through, we take them through the World War I room, and we split World War II into the European theater and the Pacific theater. As we go through the next room, we continue with the Pacific, which is the China-Burma-India campaign. A lot of people don't forgot about that part of the war. And we have some Cold War artifacts, and we have some Korean War artifacts. Korean War artifacts are probably the toughest artifacts to really accumulate, simply because a lot of it was surplus from the Second World War. There wasn't really any new innovations during that time, other than the F-86 Sabre. And the first swept back jet. Then we have a great library on the left that houses, I don't know, volumes and volumes of military books. And we do open that up for people to come in and you know, if they want to take a book out, we take their name and phone number. And then you come up, we have a beautiful Vietnam exhibit, and we have the War on Terror, which is Iraq and Afghanistan. And in our front room, we honor the Merchant Marine.
Okay.
And I think that was a major part of World War II. Without the Merchant Marine, our men and women would not be supplied.
And the museum reopens tomorrow.
We reopen tomorrow.
And tell us about this Willys Jeep.
Okay.
Yes,
we acquired this Jeep from a fellow from Winston-Salem, Ken Dawson, and he donated it to us. We went over, transported it over, and the greatest thing about this is we took it all apart to get it into the museum.
Right.
And we have a video of us bringing it into the museum, and we set it down. Right. And that we put everything back together again. But besides that Jeep, which is the main portion of it, we did acquire a 1942 Harley-Davidson Army motorcycle.
Right.
And that is also in that particular display.
It makes for a beautiful display.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And we made it an APO. An APO is an Army post office. Right. And we have little chicken coops in there. You see the letters. And we have an officer coming out of the APO holding a letter, getting into the Jeep with his driver. And then we have an MP pointing to a cache of German weapons that they acquired. So the exhibit is really it brings us up another notch, you know.
Right. Well, Emmett Casciato, thank you so much for making the trip over here today. Wish we had more time.
Yeah,
I really
did. Talk to you a lot.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
We're going to give you the information right here about the Veterans History Museum of the Carolinas, located on Main Street there in Brevard, North Carolina. Admission's free. You can't beat the price. Give them a call to find out more information, or check out that website right there at the bottom of the screen.